Well, welcome, guys. Pardon me. Welcome back to the Vault. And today we are doing Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, released for the Nintendo 64 in 1999 by Konami. So this was the sequel to Castlevania 64, infamous for being a wonky game with terrible platforming. Well, I use the term sequel lightly. It's more like a reimagining or a redo of the original. It's actually a prequel that takes place 8 years prior to Castlevania 64. This game stars a werewolf named Cornell. At the game's start, he returns home to find that his tribe has been slaughtered and his village burned down. His sister Ada has been kidnapped too, and Dracula's minions hope to sacrifice her to resurrect their master. Overall, this game plays pretty similar to Castlevania 64. Your attacks can be upgraded to be more powerful. The platforming has for the most part been fixed from the original game, though there are still some tricky jumping parts where you can easily die, especially if you don't know what you're doing. That was the big thing about the original Castlevania 64. It was so easy to die because of the camera and the wonky controls for like climbing and platforming. It wasn't fun. So after completing the game, you can unlock Henry, Reinhardt, and Carrie. First you have to unlock Henry, which then you have to play through his mode, where he goes around the castle and he has to save 6 children within 7 days. Yes, there are days that come and go in this game using sun and moon cards. But once you save specific kids, then you'll also unlock Reinhardt and Carrie. Reinhardt and Carrie were the original 2 playable characters from Castlevania 64. Reinhard Schneider is a descendant of Belmont, wielding the vampire killer whip, while Carrie is a sorceress descended from Sypha Belnates. So, Carrie was always the more powerful character because she has a homing attack that just tracks enemies. I think her damage output was nerfed in this game, but to make up for that, Reinhardt, who uses just the whip, he was pretty pathetic in the original, so his attacks definitely got a buff in this. Alright, so let's get right to it. We're gonna play on normal, and we're gonna play as Cornell. The Necronomicon. But yeah, this game, the original Castlevania 64 got absolutely blasted by both reviewers and people who played the game. It was not fun. So this was their attempt at saying, we're sorry, here's hopefully a better experience for you. But, you know, it might have been too late by that point for people who were burned by the original. I mean, we got these 2 games while the PlayStation 1 got, what? Castlevania Chronicles and Symphony of the Night? You know, one of the games that people consider one of the best games of the series. Even the AVGN talked about how he felt burned by that. And I don't blame him. I can definitely admit that this game is by no means great. Hey, look, it's Death, Dracula's bestest buddy. I can tolerate this game, kind of like how I can tolerate Mega Man X6 and make it, I don't know, just tolerable. But yeah, I'm no fool. I know this isn't like the greatest game ever made or anything. It's also not the worst game I've ever played, so I guess that accounts for something. There's the big man himself, Dracula. So there is some very light voice acting in this, mostly from a narrator at the start. I think there was actually more voices in the original, but they got mostly cut in this game. Ah! Spooky skeletons! Send shivers down my spine. Look at that guy. He's given it his all. And the other guy just fell off the roof and went to pieces. So there's our character. No.
Also known as Blue Crescent Moon. Through magic of the ancients, this man-beast warrior obtained a physical body of near immortality and a power that surpasses that of a wild beast. The man-beasts, choosing to live harmoniously with humans, sealed away their enormous magical powers to prevent them from being used. However, through severe ascetic training, Cornell acquired the art for releasing the sealed man-wolf power. After a year of traveling and ascetic training, Cornell rushed back to his village, only to find that evil spirits had set the village on fire, engulfing the village in a lotus flower of flames. His only living blood relative, his sister Ada, was carried away by the evil spirits. Now, he must save her. Cornell uses the man-wolf's acute sense of smell to track the scent of his sister's blood.
Ada, wait.
Reinhard Schneider. Carrie Fernandez. We go back 8 years in time, before the period in which these two young warriors risked their lives battling against the devil. Now, the truth that has been shrouded in the gloom of darkness will be revealed.
So on an unrelated note, it's kind of funny to me that I just realized not too long ago that the voice actor for Richter and Cynthia of the Night is also the same voice actor who voiced Chris in the original Resident Evil 1. And Harry Mason, the guy who voiced Harry Mason in Silent Hill 1 on the PS1, he ended up voicing Dracula in Symphony of the Night. I can't really hear it, though. Just a fun little connection. Nothing to do with this game, but just a funny little connection I've seen. Now, I am playing this game in low resolution mode instead of high, and there is a reason for that. When you play N64 games on a high resolution with the expansion pack, it doesn't really do much for the graphics, and all you really do is make your frame rate tank. Like, I tried to record this with the high resolution thing, just to see how it looks. Ooh, we got a power up already, so that will enhance our attacks. But it made the frame rate just tank, and it didn't look good. I actually tried to record this previously, and I wasn't happy with it. So, redo! Anyway, just like in the older Castlevania games, you can power up your weapon. There are also sub-weapons. In this game, you use red jewels as your ammunition instead of hearts. But yeah, you still got your sub-weapons like the knife, the axe, and I think the holy water. There's also money, which is used to buy supplies a little later on in the game. But yeah, playing this game is definitely an experience. And not necessarily the greatest one. Get up there. Thank you. But yeah, the thing about this game is, with the platforming, you gotta be super precise and make sure that if you're gonna commit to a jump, it's gonna be, like, where you want him to go. Otherwise, you're gonna be in for a rough time. Alright, there's the deck key. Get out of here, spooky ghost. Okay, we got the key, so now we can go below deck. That white gem, by the way, is a save point, which we could do if we had the a memory card inserted into the controller, because this one can't actually save to the cartridge. Okay, so down below, we're going to be farming some skeletons. Also, we're going to kill that Sahagin, so he doesn't bother us. So, the more sub-weapons that you collect... oh, great, we got a power-up already. This is completely down to our RNG, by the way. When enemies decide to drop a power-up. But, the more of a particular weapon type that you pick up, the more powerful it becomes. Or I think with, like, the knives, you throw, like, 3 instead of 1. You can do the same thing with the other sub-weapons as well. I usually don't use them that much in this game. Ow. You do also have a melee attack, but there's almost never a reason to use that over your ranged attack. Uh-oh. Ah! Ow. Well, that's not good. But yeah, when you're climbing up on a platform, you have to hit the, you have to hold the jump button to climb. And if you let go, then if you're not up on the platform all the way, your character will let go of the ledge. So, you better, if you're climbing something, you better make sure you hold that button until they're all done climbing, or you will fall. There goes the ship. Why did we go to that ghost ship again? Okay, looks like that's our path forward. Just try to take my time, don't want to fall in the water. So there are continues. But, whenever you die, you lose all of your power-ups for your weapon. Also lost time. So, it's quite imperative that you, try not to die, which is hard to do in this game. Oh, and we got him. Absolutely destroyed. Yeah, that's how important getting power-ups is in this game. And when you enter a new area for the first time, your health is completely restored. Ah! Fleamen! Well, okay, they're not exactly fleamen, but they definitely act the same way they do. The way they jump around like that. Get out of here. Okay, so here's your first real test of the platforming here. These blocks. But yeah, just take your time. Don't go too fast. You don't want to accidentally jump backwards into the abyss. Which I totally didn't do when I tried to record this before. Also, it's funny, you actually move faster jumping around like an idiot like this. Giant skeleton! Okay, we can actually hurt him until he goes over to his first position. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking trying to play this in a high resolution. I knew it was going to be bad, but I was like, oh no, let's just give it a try. I'm sure it can't be that bad. It was that bad. It's the same reason why you shouldn't play Perfect Dark in high resolution too, because the same thing happens. It doesn't really look that much better, and then the frame rate just tanks, and it's not fun. Okay, so he got mad, and away he goes to parts unknown. Okay, a cure ample. That's used to cure one of the status effects in this game. I know there's at least poison, but I don't remember what the other one is. Oh man, this looks so much better now. Purifying, that's also for a status effect. And then any food that you can pick up, you can use from the menu to restore your HP as well. What are you doing there? Skeletons don't go there. Right? Let's go ahead and throw the switch. And that opens the gate. Goodbye, you. I think that's a were-tiger or a were-jaguar. He just kind of shows up there. Ow. Get out of here. But yeah, while they did fix a good chunk of this game's problems, they haven't all been fixed. There's only really so much you can do to fix a game like this. But I gotta give them credit, they tried. these switches make platforms rise up in the middle there. So unlike Carrie and Reinhardt, Cornell really doesn't have to worry about, like, the whole time situation. I think it affects their endings for them, but not for Cornell. The time thing still exists, though, because there are time doors, like a sun door and a moon door. So he does still find sun and moon cards to change the time of day. But it doesn't really affect, like, the ending. Blue skeletons. Not to be mistaken for red skeletons. So, the only thing scarier than climbing in this game is falling down. Yeah. Go away. Please go. Thank you. So again, just gonna take my time so I don't accidentally fling myself off of a platform. I want to see if I can at least reach the castle. Okay, that's... Oh, yeah, so that's a fully powered up axe throw there. I think I seem to recall that the holy water was really good. Whoa! Jeez. It's a cross. Give it a try. Roast chicken, gold, and another roast chicken. So hitting that spirit turns the red skeletons into regular ones. I don't seem to really recall if that's ever a mechanic really used anywhere else in the game. I mean, I have played the game fully, but I certainly don't remember that. Oh, I almost got hit there. Ow. Get out of here. Not sure what that thing was supposed to be. Whatever it is, it's gone. Oh boy, here we go again. Let's take it nice and easy. Okay, so now we go back the way we came. Oof. Thankfully, they can't seem to be able to get this high up. Oh, he's back. Hey, buddy. Wow, he didn't hit me, surprisingly. Okay, he's probably gonna do his jumping attack now. Yep. Gonna do it again. Oh, no, he's gonna breathe poison at me. Oh, lost an arm there, dude. Yeah, for the most part, I don't really use the sub-weapons. There's a couple points where they can be useful, especially for some particular boss fights. But I usually just stick to the weapon. My main weapon. Oh, he's gonna jump again. Now poison. You can also use your, you can use your gems to turn into your wolf form, which I'm not really sure how you do. Not really sure. Oh, it's not important. Okay, we got him. Now we are granted access to Dracula's castle. And this is where the game truly begins. There you go, you can see on the sides. Oh, yikes! Ortega. Oh, another man-beast. She will be a perfect sacrifice to offer Count Dracula for his powers. Oh boy. So he's obviously given in to Dracula. So he's on his side now. Have you sold your soul to the devil? There he goes. But yeah, you can see the door there that has a sun on it, and this one has a moon. That's where the whole time thing comes into play. Depending on the time, that those doors will be locked. Well, one will be open and one will be closed. Anyway, I think that'll be a pretty good showcase for the game. Definitely a very scuffed game. Trust me, I know, most people hate this game. They consider it the worst in the series. And I don't blame them. I do not blame them. I can tolerate it. I'm not blind that it's not, like, a very great game, but you have to really, like, know what you're doing. You gotta have the right mindset if you're gonna play this game.